crowd are here, and they're here in numbers for the first race of the season. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.3-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 16 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. Watch out for a safety car at some point during the Grand Prix. Joining me on this very wet day is a man who's no stranger to driving in miserable conditions. Anthony Davidson, you've driven open cockpit, you've driven sports cars. How does the wet weather experience change between the different disciplines?
Well, I wouldn't say there's much difference in all honesty. You know, besides the terrifying closing speeds you find in sports cars with the different categories all sharing the same track, driving in the rain is, well, driving in the rain. Of course, the biggest difference between the two is the closed cockpit versus the open cockpit. You get the luxury of staying dry in the sports car, but if your screen ever gets dirty, well, that's a pit stop, not just wiping your visor or pulling away a tear off. But most of the time, you know, they're both as miserable as each other, to be honest.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Hamilton, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Grosjean and Stoffel van Dorn, Stroll, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo and Magnussen, Raikkonen, Brendan Hartley and Sergei Sorokin. Ericsson and Fernando Alonso starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care. Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Damage to your wing. Suggest we box to change it. strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, back to the pits. You need a new front wing. Box now. That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.